The Seven Wonders of the World, a glimpse into the past. Hello, everyone, and welcome to our exploration of the Seven Wonders of the World. These remarkable feats of architecture and engineering have captivated humanity for centuries, each one telling a unique story of the civilizations that created them. In this video, we'll take a deep dive into each wonder, combining historical knowledge with modern archaeological insights. So, without further ado, let's embark on this journey back in time. The Great Pyramid of Giza. Our first stop is the only wonder that still stands today. The Great Pyramid of Giza in Egypt, built around 2580–2560 BC as the tomb of Pharaoh Khufu. This colossal structure is an enduring symbol of ancient Egyptian engineering prowess, standing at 146.5 meters tall. Originally, it's now slightly shorter due to erosion. It was the tallest man-made structure in the world for over 3,800 years. Modern archaeology has revealed fascinating details about its construction. For instance, the blocks used to build the pyramid, which number around 2.3 million and weigh an average of 2.5 tons each, were likely quarried from nearby sites. Some theories suggest that the Egyptians used a system of ramps and sledges to move these massive stones into place. Recent studies have also used ground-penetrating radar and other advanced techniques to peer inside the pyramid. These have uncovered hidden chambers and passageways, adding to the mystery and intrigue surrounding this ancient wonder. The precision with which the pyramid was built is truly astonishing. The sides of the base are almost perfectly aligned with the cardinal points of the compass, and the joints between the stones are so tight that a piece of paper can't be inserted between them. This level of accuracy indicates a high-level understanding of mathematics, astronomy, and engineering in ancient Egypt. The Hanging Gardens of Babylon. Next, we travel to ancient Babylon, present-day Iraq, to learn about the Hanging Gardens. Built around 600 BC, these gardens were said to be a gift from King Nebuchadnezzar II to his wife, Queen Amidis, who missed the lush greenery of her homeland. Described as a series of tiered terraces filled with exotic plants, trees, and flowers, the Hanging Gardens were a marvel of their time. The engineering feat required to build such a structure was immense. A complex irrigation system was needed to transport water from the Euphrates River to the top of the gardens, likely using a combination of pumps, channels, and cisterns. However, despite their fame, the Hanging Gardens remain a bit of an enigma. Archaeologists have yet to find definitive evidence of their exact location. Some believe that the gardens were not actually hanging in the literal sense, but were built on a raised platform, giving the illusion of being suspended. Others suggest that the gardens may have been located in a different city altogether. New archaeological research continues to search for clues, using techniques like satellite imagery to look for signs of ancient water channels and structures that could be related to the gardens. The statue of Zeus at Olympia. In ancient Greece, the statue of Zeus at Olympia was a symbol of power and divinity. Constructed around 435 BC by the renowned sculptor Phidias, this statue was housed in the Temple of Zeus in Olympia, the site of the ancient Olympic Games. The statue was a towering figure, standing at over 12 meters tall. Zeus was depicted seated on a magnificent throne, crafted from ivory and gold. His face was said to be so lifelike that it inspired awe in all who beheld it. However, the statue no longer exists. It was either destroyed in a fire in the 5th century, or was taken to Constantinople, modern-day Istanbul, and later destroyed there. Modern archaeology has helped us understand more about the temple and the context in which the statue stood. Excavations at Olympia have unearthed the remains of the temple, including the base on which the statue once rested. These excavations have also revealed other artifacts from the ancient Olympic Games, such as votive offerings and inscriptions, giving us a better picture of the religious and athletic significance of the site. The Temple of Artemis at Ephesus. The Temple of Artemis at Ephesus, in present-day Turkey, was one of the largest and most magnificent temples of the ancient world. Dedicated to the goddess Artemis, The temple was built around 550 BC and was rebuilt several times after being destroyed by fire and other disasters. The temple was renowned for its size and its elaborate architecture. It featured rows of towering columns, some of which were over 18 meters tall, and was adorned with intricate sculptures and decorations. However, in 356 BC, the temple was burned down by a man named Herostratus, who wanted to gain fame by destroying a great monument. The temple was rebuilt, but it was eventually destroyed again in the 5th century AD, this time by the Goths. Archaeological excavations at Ephesus have uncovered the remains of the temple, allowing us to study its design and construction in detail. These excavations have also revealed the layout of the ancient city of Ephesus, including its streets, markets, and other buildings. Scientists have used 3D modeling and other digital techniques to recreate what the temple may have looked like in its heyday, giving us a virtual tour of this once glorious structure. The Mausoleum at Halicarnassus. The mausoleum at Halicarnassus in present-day Turkey was built as the tomb of King Mausolus of Caria in the 4th century BC. This grand tomb was a symbol of the king's power and wealth. The mausoleum was a massive structure, standing at over 45 meters tall. It was decorated with intricate sculptures and reliefs, created by some of the most famous Greek artists of the time. The tomb was designed to be a lasting monument, with a complex system of chambers and corridors. However, over the centuries, the mausoleum was damaged by earthquakes and other natural disasters. In the 15th century AD, the Knights of Stiti John used the stones from the mausoleum to build a castle, further destroying the ancient structure. Archaeologists have been studying the remains of the mausoleum for many years. They have discovered fragments of the sculptures and other artifacts, which are now displayed in museums around the world. These discoveries have helped us understand the art and architecture of the ancient world and the importance of tombs and burial practices in ancient cultures. The Colossus of Rhodes. The Colossus of Rhodes was a giant statue of the Greek god Helios, erected on the Greek island of Rhodes around 280 BC, standing at over 30 meters tall. It was one of the tallest statues of the ancient world. The statue was built to celebrate Rhodes' victory over an invading army. It took 12 years to complete and was made of bronze plates attached to an iron framework. However, the Colossus only stood for 56 years before it was toppled by an earthquake. The broken pieces of the statue remained on the ground for centuries, until they were finally sold as scrap metal in the 7th century AD. Modern archaeological research has focused on trying to determine the exact location of the statue and how it was constructed. Some theories suggest that the statue may have stood at the entrance to the harbor of Rhodes, while others think it was located in a different part of the city. Archaeologists are also using computer simulations and other advanced techniques to recreate how the statue may have looked and how it was built. The Lighthouse of Alexandria. Our final wonder is the Lighthouse of Alexandria, located on the island of Pharos in Egypt, built around 280–247 BC. This lighthouse was one of the tallest man-made structures of its time, standing at over 130 meters tall. The lighthouse served as a navigational aid for ships entering the harbor of Alexandria, one of the most important ports in the ancient world. It used a system of mirrors and fire to project a beam of light that could be seen from far out at sea. The lighthouse was also an architectural marvel, with a complex design that included multiple levels and a spiral ramp for transporting fuel to the top. However, over time, the lighthouse was damaged by earthquakes and other natural disasters,